drinking coffee and eating some just about to get into the next shift change. We're 6 months into the new year. Oh my God, 6 months. Where did this run go? It was just my birthday a minute ago, right? Did you know January? Uh, where did it go? It was a good, but it's turns and agony, but trust me when I tell you, still fully excited for the year. So I'm not going to be before you long because I know that. But the reason why I come late is because we are in other time zones. So, other time zones, East Coast, just watch the replay. With that said, I just want to pray for just Father, we thank you for this evening, this time, and if you would be so to bless these that they will heal something transition to the good tonight. I just want to share this with you. Psalms 25, Psalms 25, verse, the fourth verse, it says this: show me the way and teach me. God, show me your ways, teach me your paths. This month, this is the month of June. We are beginning summer, moving into, we are going to function and operate at a level that's going to get us further into what we set our goals for. When we started in January, we didn't have resolutions, but we had goals, we had focus, and we had a plan. And we were asking God to give us strategy. And now we're 6 months in. And I am telling you the number of six represents man, it represents humanity. And guess what? This month is going to be all about you. I have decided that this month I'm taking it for me. Last week, I long of my after that, the Holy Spirit said, listen, it was a phenomenal week. God moved, God spoke. We saw demonstration of his word. We saw deliverance. We saw healing. We experienced it in the room. And not only was I present, but I was a part of it. And something changed for me in that travel. I'm telling you, I think I came live while I was there. I was having lunch. I told you guys to have lunch with me, and the word that I left, or the what I was was same spot, different seasons, same people, same spot, a whole different paradigm, the same spot. I was there like 2 months before. I said, well, this is becoming a thing, God. I like this. But it shifted for me. I needed a new atmosphere. I needed new oxygen. I needed a different air. And I needed to be in a place where I could hear. And when I tell you, I asked God to meet me and he met me. And the Psalms 25 and 4 said, show me your ways and show me your paths. Why there is an expected end. Your goal, your desires, things God placed inside of you, there is a strategy to get to it. And we've got to hear from him. But we've got to steal away. We've got to find a place where we can hear. If it's in your car, if it's in your shower, if you have to check into a hotel and stay a day or two, get that silence and get that quietness. I'm telling you, he's ready to speak. He's ready to deliver. He's ready to answer. He's ready to guide. He's ready to direct. He's ready to strategize and get you on path, get you back in check. That means I'm off. That means I'm off path. Maybe that means I'm not in check. No, he has a way that he's going to get you to the goal. And things are going to have to change. Some things are going to have to shift. I'm probably going to just be talking about shifting the rest of the year. I'm just decided that it's not a done conversation because there's more to discuss. It's more to talk about. It is difficult to change. It is difficult to shift. And most of all, God is having a problem with changing your direction because you have a path and He wants to change it so He can get you to the expected end. I know you know the way. I know that you have precept line upon line. I know that you have a plan. But He's trying your plan in line. That's different. It's a change. It's a shift. I know you are methodical. I like everything lined up. Perfection is killing me. Perfection is killing you. I've heard it said, done is better than perfect. And I don't like it. It makes me cringe when I hear it. Done is better than perfect. There is better than not moving. I'm telling you, synergy is moving you in the place where you need to be. There is a prophetic word that is being spoken over you or has been spoken over you, but I'm telling you, you're missing the move of the word because you're missing the new move. He gave me a word early on. I received the word. I then had a confirmation of the word. And so I began to pray and I said, God, I hear you. I don't know how to get it done. I don't know. The first thing I'm on here, I'm trying to figure it out because Uncle Google and cousin YouTube can tell you just about everything you need to know. And now we got our distant cousin called AI. But I'm telling you, I could not. I was like, God, this is bigger than me. And he keeps talking bigger. He says, go bigger. There's more. Go bigger. There's more. Go bigger. And I was like, okay, God, here we go. I need guidance. I need direction. And the moment I got still, I'm week was a week of goodness. It is something that has been unlocked. And it was at the end of May that it happened. May, that number 5, that grace month, that grace. And we just came out of the month of mental mental wellness. Listen, so to speak, some have been in a mental hell. Yes, there's been some things that have been plaguing your mind that are taking you through. And you're not seeking help, you're not getting counseling, and you just think God's gonna make it all right. No, you need to talk it out. You need to talk to someone. And I said, Lord, and the things that you're calling me to do, I'm going. And I am telling you, he showed up. I got a call out of nowhere. I'm on one call, and I hung up and said, yeah, no, they don't have my answer. And I get another call, and I was about to, kindly end it. Well, thank you for calling. Thank you for your inquiry. Blase this, blase that. And I'm being vague because I can't release it, not the details. But I can tell you the outskirts of things of what happened. What I realized is that all of a sudden I was on that phone and I heard God say, just listen. And I kept talking and I kept talking and I let her talk. And we got to a place in the conversation where I started to hear some things. The next thing I knew, she had my answers in her mouth. When you're in marketplace, you can't go off and Hika and shouting and speaking in tongues and oh my God. I was when she started talking, I said, Lord, Lord God, you can let this answer. Oh, hey! Woo! Yes. Listen, I'm telling you, he's going to use someone in the earth realm to get it to you. I know spiritual know that your mission is anybody we can talk about. But he will simplify it for you. Answer your phone. Stop screening calls. Stop along the way and have a conversation. 2 days. That was what was that? That was Wednesday. She called me Wednesday. Next Thursday. Woo! Move of God. Friday. Move of God. No, there's no words. I can't even speak. I have to journal it at this point. It's crazy. It has been so many unlockings. But it's the path is something. There's an unlocking coming. The things that I've been asking, falling, falling. I, I can't tell you that it's the perfection in me because I'm not perfect. I can't tell you that I've dotted every I and crossed every T, but it's on God right now. Everything that he has promised me is on the line because people are waiting. The earth is crying out. I said, Lord, if you called it, you have to send it. You've got to send the help. You've got to send the people. You've got to send the resource strategy. I need to have the information because when he calls bigger, outside of the parameters of what you can, outside of your Isaiah, what is that, 54, where he said, expand the borders and enlarge the territories outside of that parameter. When he says go bigger, go larger, you don't know what that means. He's got to send it. You don't have the resources and you don't have the finances to get it done. You don't have you have not what you need to do the God thing because he's God. He's got to go big. It's on his name. His name is on it. He said it's on me, on God. It's on God. He's got to bring on his name, and his name is great. It's greatly to be praised, but what he will never ever do is be embarrassed. What he never will ever do is allow you to speak and say God said something and it not come to pass. So it's time for us to line up our lives. We've got to line it up. It's got to line up because it's on God. It's on him. He needs you to do well. He needs you to show up well. He needs you to win. Why? Because there's somebody watching you. He needs you to win. Show me your ways. It's simple. It's I wish it was more because I like simplicity. Gotta go big. Gotta go big. Small doesn't fit you. Nothing small fits you. It just doesn't. It's like cheap shoes that don't fit. I can tell you about things that you have got to search out. This is about you. This month is for you and about you. And you've got to find out what you fit, what doesn't work. You got to try the clothes. I went for all these racks and I'm getting ready to go through the clothes. I got a revelation. Tiny is the new big. Downsizing is the new expansion. All of this is just tiny is the new big. Downsizing. In order to manage the transitions that you must get everything in order. In order me, gotta get. We can't do it alone. I can't do it alone. I had the pleasure of presenting the presidential award to several graduates of the university last week. And one of the honorees, I can't think of his name right now. Sad. Cannot think of his name right now. It'll come to me next week. But I tell you what, this is the thing. He said to me, we had a conversation, and he said, "You're so more." He said, "But the problem is that if you don't tell him some of those things." I was like, "Oh." The moment that you begin to focus in, you start to see the things. You start to see the things. Start to see resources pulling into it. There's a synergy with focus happens. Thing about focus, it's all about you. It's all about you. Focusing is gonna get you to the end of it. Then you can pick up the next thing. The first thing that you focus on is the deal, the thing that is going to unlock for you. Some of you, it will be the financial miracle that you've been waiting for. It's right in your hand. I know you don't see anything in your hand, right? But it was right here. Everything I need is right here. It's been delivered. It's been tracked. I want all of it. Let's move the snow. You don't need nothing else. You don't need another nothing. You don't need another something, another someone to tell you anything. It's right here in your hands. Show you. Show you. He's going to unlock it. And when he unlocks it, a windfall is coming. A windfall is coming. Did you not know? I was having a conversation. I can't remember when it was a while ago. I was talking to my sister, and I said, you know what? I said, my phone is crazy because or I can be talking on the phone about something, or I can be searching something on my phone. The phones are smart. And all now it just starts to roll up in my feed. And I'm like, oh my God. I said I was just talking about this last week, and now it is, and here it is. It's just manifested, manifested, manifested. There's a mechanism in your smartphone that hears your conversation. And what it does is that it then computes it back to your apps and to your social media outlets. And so all of a sudden, as you're scrolling, all of a sudden you'll be like, oh my goodness, how did this come up? This is not what it is. It's in your phone. It's a, and so there's a way to turn it off. I said, why would I want to turn it off? Because the research that I need to do is coming right to my phone. All I got to do is keep scrolling. All you've got to do is keep scrolling. Keep moving. Keep moving. Because what you need is going to end up right in your hand. It's going to be right in your face. The answer is there. This is the season that he is listening. This 2023 is not going to leave out without you winning. The 2023 is not going to transition, be at the top. The mountain is for you. And when you land at the top of that mountain, it's back to the valley, up to the next. At some point, you're going to be able to leap from mountain to mountain to mountain. Why? Because the system is Psalm 25 and 4. Show me your way. Show me. But the key word is me. Last point before we leave for this book, whatever time it is. My first college experience went to a design school, which is more, and they have Greek at the school. So I remember I would meet people, they'd be like, are you an AKA or you a Delta or you a Theta? They said, what? Is it me by me? I know it's not in there. I looked through all the Greek organizations and there's nothing called me by me. The M is a silent E, end, phi, me. M-E, phi me. M-E, phi me. That's what you need to say to yourself. You wake up and you give else got mercy is M-E, phi me. M-E, phi me. This is your month. This is you. This is about you. Seek him about you. Let your intercession be about you. It's time. Oh my God, everything is all about you. I know you're going to get some pushback on this because when you start to put yourself first, your needs first, the things that are important to you, you're going to get some pushback. You know why? The more pushback you get, you'll find out how much you've been giving. But it's time for you to shut down and shut out all the outside voices, all the outside ideas, all the outside opinions. What he wants, what he's saying, because right now is not what it was. I promise you, he's about to redirect, redirect, redirect. I love you guys. I pray that your week is amazing. Yeah, what 25 days is good because there only needs to be 20 days for an effectual change to happen, for you to insert a new behavior. 21 days takes 13 times before you master a thought or a number or an acting world. You've got to see the same casting director 3 to 7 times, sometimes before they bring you in, but mainly before you actually look for work because they want to see that consistency. before they fleece you to that producer and that director. When you put yourself first, the things that are important to you, start the process. That's what we've got to get in place. It's not outside of yourself. And this is not, hear me clearly, this is not about things to do you or someone else to be to you. It's not because your happiness is not connected to another person. People change their minds. People, people transition. People date. People marry. People move from the U.S. to abroad and from abroad to the U.S. People will leave your company, they will leave your ministry, they will